Good morning. Today we will be working on a 2005 XL 1200 Sportster Custom. The bike sat for a while. She won't start. The brakes are a little funny. So today I want to do a quick video on how to bleed the rear brakes on this Sportster. And with that, we'll get started by going to the other side of the bike. As you noticed, I put a 2x6 block under the kickstand just to get the bike a little straight up and down. Here is my reserve for the master cylinder for the rear brakes. The symptoms it's showing is the brake pedal's really sloppy, and it really doesn't. It should be a nice solid brake pedal. So I believe there's air in this line. This bike sat for a while. Just be patient. Sometimes they can get a little hard. It's been sitting a while. All right, we'll place that on the floor. All right, now I'm going to remove the cover on the bleed screw. What I'd like to do is to remove this bleed screw and make sure it works. Okay, I removed this little bleeder valve from the motorcycle. I want to make sure this is clear now that it's off. Sometimes it will get clogged and it'll give you problems. So what I'm going to do is a little air. Tighten it up a little bit. I'm going to hit the brake. Still relatively sloppy. Now I'm going to take this hose. Now, on this it calls for .5. But I can look at the color of this and say that's .3. So you could use, somebody switched this out trying to fix these brakes. I'm going to use .4 and be comfortable. All right, with that, I took this little syringe and we're going to pull some fluid in there. Okay, that's working. Now I'm going to pull this fluid out of here. And what I'm going to do is cycle new fluid into it. All right, now let's get some more fluid here. Now what I want to do is draw the fluid into the caliper and get some fresh fluid in there, which I have already done. But I'm going to show you how it's done. On these Sportsters, it gets a little complicated because you got the forward control. So you see what I have here. You get yourself your 5/16. Okay, there we go. And a rag. All right, now go to the other side of the bike. Now what you're going to do is lean over the seat. The bike's sturdy, the wheel's all the way to the right. Okay, I'm pumping the front brake pedal with my right hand. I'm leaning on the seat. I'm going to pump it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and leave it down. Crack it. Now lock it. Let the pedal up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Leave the pedal down. Crack it. Do not let that pedal up until this is locked. Okay? You will start to feel your front pedal will get stiffer as you got a better brake. Now what we did was, by adding fluid to here and removing it from here, you can see how wet that is. I cycled the new fluid into my caliper. Make sure it's tight. Have a nice little pan under there, because you know, you will have brake fluid. That's why I like to use the 4. Make sure she's tight. Let's put the dust cover back on. Now, right? You see your levels good. Let's put the cap back on. Okay. Yes, if you have 2 people, it's a lot easier. All right, let me show you how that pedal looks on the other side. All right, we're on the right side. Rear brake pedal, and now you can feel that's solid. Before it moved down to like here. It takes time, but you'll get it. Sometimes I'll try to reverse bleed it, but this time it seemed to work with just the standard bleed. Replace the fluid, pull it through, press, 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 hold it, crack the valve, fluid will come out, lock the valve, and then let this up. That's the utmost important. Press this, I like 10 times. I'm leaning over the bike. With the wrench, I crack the valve. This pedal you'll feel in your hand will move down. You'll see fluid come out of that bleeder valve. Lock it, then you can let this up. No air will be introduced into the system. And you get a solid brake. That's a solid brake pedal. I'm going to be doing a battery, front brakes we're going to do, and oil change, carburetor, and get this thing roadworthy. She only has, I believe, I can't see, the battery's dead. So I believe it's only 14,000 miles on it. It's a great bike, but like I said, people let them sit. I think the old fluid gets old, it gets corrupted. You cycle fresh fluid through, and it seems like the brake pedal is stiffer. I was able to pretty much lock up the back tire, which it would never do before. So there's a few more things I got to do. Carburetor needs a little cleaning. Maybe a few washers on the needle. It definitely is going to need a battery. And then I'll go through the front brakes, oil change, and we're going to get this bike going. I believe it's under 15,000 miles. I will have to take a look later, but she runs. She's all here. It doesn't look like it's ever been down, but it sat outside. In Florida, anywhere. Sportsters cannot sit outside. Motorcycles cannot sit outside. They don't do well. So with that, if you have any questions or any suggestions on a video, put it in the comments and we'll see what we can do. Thumbs up, ride safe, and have a great day. Thank you for watching.